Hello guys, Starscream here. Welcome back to another video. And today's video, I'm actually going to be comparing my Blokees Transformers Classic Class kit and a Gundam High Grade model kit. And just to see which one is the better one. So for the Blokees, we got the Blokees Classic Class Blitzwing, which is the best Classic Class Blokees and just the best Blokees I built since I've only built two. Overall, I think this is a pretty good candidate, especially since the other one that I'm going to be using is the High Grade Graze from Iron-Blooded Orphans. And this one is my favorite High Grade Gundam kit that I've built. So yeah, let's see which one actually wins. Right, so starting off with the aesthetics of the Blokees Transformers kit, it's got some good aesthetics. So I love the way that the reds look on the kit. It doesn't really show up on camera as well, but it's a much darker red, so that it looks really nice. The mechanical detail is absolutely amazing. The little air vent pieces that are on the front of the jet just looks really nice. The wings look really nice. The way they move is really nice. Overall, it's just some really good aesthetics. Honestly, I don't think they could have done better aesthetics with this kit than they have, other than actually coloring in the Decepticon logo, but I was able to do that by myself with relative ease. So honestly, I would give this guy in the aesthetics department, I would give him a 9 out of 10. Now for the Gunpla side of things, we got the Graze. So the Graze also has really nice aesthetics. Like the head, the little piece on the little commander type piece on the head, the thrusters on the back, and the screen accuracy is genuinely spot on. Like there are no inaccuracies that I can see at all with this guy. The aesthetics are just so good. The way that they use the two-tone greens that the actual thing used, it's just so nice looking. The little eye guard, the mono eye, which you can pop out, is just overall the aesthetics are so good. I'm gonna have to give this one a 9.5 out of 10 just because of how well it knocked the Graze out of the park with the design. It just hits it spot on. I just love the aesthetics of it. Yeah. Now let's move on to the articulation of both of them. Okay, now for the Blitzwing over here, we need to go over the articulation. Now the head movement is just alright. It goes up a little, down a little. It can rotate, and then some pretty nice side to side. The wings are on ball joints, so they can actually move around. And then the arm articulation is also pretty nice. It can rotate around. It can rotate 360, but the wing is kind of blocking it. It can go up and out. Now, really the main part where the articulation kind of struggles is there's only about a 90-degree arm bend, which is okay. And then the hand articulation is pretty nice. Then we got a little bit of a waist swivel, not a lot, sadly. But we do have a bit of an ab crunch and a tiny bit of a side-to-side crunch. Then the leg can go a little bit out, it can go a little bit forward, and it can go a bit back. Then very nice knee bend with the separating kneecap, and then the foot articulation can go up, it can go back, it can go side to side, spin around. So yeah, overall I would give this guy's articulation a 7 out of 10. Now, the Graze's articulation is genuinely amazing. So for starters, it can go up that far. It can go down so much you can't even see the face anymore. Side to side is head joint is very nice, and then it can rotate around. The thrusters on the back can rotate like that, and they can also rotate around like that. The arms, they can go forward and back because of this nice joint. They can do a full 360 rotation. Then they can go out quite a bit. And then a very, very nice arm bend. Then the hand can go up, down, side to side, and rotate around. Now, where the Graze absolutely shines in the articulation, and this comes from the fact that it just doesn't have a waist at all, is huge ab crunch, pretty good crunch to the back, but kind of like Blitzwing, there just isn't a lot of waist swivel. But then the legs, if you lift this out of the way, the legs can go decently far forward, extremely far back. It can rotate around, and then extremely nice kick, like knee bend with the separating kneecap. And then the ankle tilt can go super far. It can go forward and they can go back. So yeah, I would give the Graze articulation a 8.5 out of 10. Really, the only things is that the elbow bend isn't double jointed, so it can't go like fully up, and there is not a whole lot of waist swiveling. However, you can still make it work. So yeah, I think 8.5 out of 10 is a pretty good score for the overall articulation. Now, starting off with Blitzwing for the accessories, and he's got quite a few accessories, actually. So, for starters, the accessories do require a bit of disassembly, so you have to take off the side of the arm, then you have to take off the hand. Then you can put on the arm blaster, much just like this. Then you can put the alternate arm piece on it, and then you can have his blaster arm. And then he even comes with a blast effect for when he's shooting the blaster arm. Also, I am going to call it an accessory because it is an extra piece that you can put in the thing. Boom. Light up lights, LEDs in the eyes. Just wow. I love that Blokees does this, and I think this is really the only thing that they have that they are doing much better than the high-grade Gundams. Then we've got the little needle thing that he used to rip out Bumblebee's voice box in the movie. And then if you remove the other arm piece, then you can actually put on this little blaster that's on the side. So yeah, very, very nice accessories. And because he has that light up eyes gimmick, I'm honestly going to give him a 10 out of 10 in accessories. He comes with everything that he had in the movie that he used in that fight with Bumblebee. And they were able to incorporate those accessories in extremely well. So yeah, 10 out of 10 seems like a fair score for the accessories. And also, he comes with a stand which you can use to pull off some of the harder poses that it really can't pull off otherwise. Now, the Graze also has some insane accessories. Now, I think this is and it actually plays into the lore because the Graze is an extremely versatile grunt suit that you can just use for anything. You want it to go into space, just put on the space parts. You want it to be a commander type, you probably need different internals for that. You want it to use literal war crimes, yeah, you can put in the extra parts for that. And they perfectly encapsulated that within this kit, because right now I've got the space type thrusters on. You can actually pull those off, and then you can put on the ground type thrusters. And right now it's got the commander type head on. You can actually pull that off, and you can put on the standard type headpiece. And then you've also got the battle axe, which goes right here. And then you've got a rifle, which has a very clever design, which allows you to put on this piece, which then prevents the rifle from falling off of the arm. So, yeah, super nice accessories. Now, overall, I'm going to give the accessories a 9.5 out of 10. It comes with everything that a Graze needs, except for the Dying Slave, but come on, they're not going to put the Dying Slave in a $16 model kit. Oh, yeah, very, very nice accessories. So yeah, now let's do the final score. Now, with the Graze and Blitzwing standing next to each other, I think I'm still going to give the best model kit in this scale and price range to the Gunpla models. Because Bandai has been doing this for a way longer time. They have been, so they would know how to do it a lot better. However, I still wouldn't sleep on the Blokees Transformers kits. They're still extremely nice. They have literally the exact same build process, except for the fact that there's an LED in there. And that's the thing that I think they do a lot better than Gundams do, because Gundams, you can't even get the LEDs in the high grades. At least I don't think you can. And then for some of the Master Grade 00 kits, you will need to buy them separately. And this just comes with LEDs in the package. So I think they are both really good, but in terms of just being an action figure and posing, I do still think that the high grade Graze does win this match. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments about these two figures. I really hope you did enjoy this video. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.